Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. And I just happen to be in the Tundra right now because I'm at my local drive-in grabbing a drink and waiting on a store pickup. There is some good news this morning. And by the way, this has to do with the spread of that new stuff that's going around. So, in my case, let's get started because we need to talk a little bit about also what happened in the video I put up yesterday morning. I've got 11 views on it, and needless to say, there was a bit of negativity because someone decided that apparently I'm some sort of racist just for calling Nissan out on its actions. So stay tuned, and we'll talk about this. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Greetings from the Tundra. And first, let's get this out of the way. Good professional driving is an essential skill, and it's reliant more on tactics than anything. And this is where Nissan got it wrong. They used bad tactics to film their video. And I swear there must have been some people getting around the barricades and stuff because, quite frankly, when they released their commercial, it definitely shows the car being used in public. That being said, I think that whoever was Brie's stunt double, or if it was Brie herself, she's a great driver, and she's definitely showing off what aggressive driving is in that commercial. And I urge y'all not to drive like her. Not because of anything against gender, race, or whatever, but because it's just generally bad behavior. Y'all need to learn to slow down, increase your following distance, use your turn signals, and just relax while you're driving instead of yelling and shouting and screaming. Let's go to the Chick-splainer demonstration now. So, I'm going to be like the Delta Lena here. If you don't know who the Delta Lena is, go on to Delta Airlines YouTube channel and search for any of the flight attendant safety videos, because here it is. So, seatbelts are required anytime the seatbelt sign, which on my dasher is down here on the passenger side and it also on the instrument cluster, is on. To use, grab the strap and insert the tip into the buckle. Pull on the loose end of the shoulder strap to tighten, and to release, just press the latch. Seatbelts are required anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the seatbelt sign is off, unless you are parked, your seatbelt should remain securely fastened, just in case of unexpected rough roads. There, that's done. And I encourage you to use it properly. It should be nice and low over the shoulder. If you have an adjustment like this, you can adjust it to where you feel comfortable. And make sure that your seat back is relatively upright based off your comfort level and your level of alertness. That's it. That's how to properly use the seatbelt. If Nissan can't get that, then I don't know if they can get anything else. They really need to show that in their advertising. Okay, that out of the way now. The next thing that I need to talk about is me. And the reason why is because I did get an update on my situation this morning. I have been fully released from any quarantine that's in effect, just because the person who I had contact with did not get the new cold. In fact, he got a bacterial infection that my doctor was smart. He vaccinated me against it. But my coworkers were not vaccinated, and therefore they got deathly sick when they got exposed to whatever was going around. And not just the new stuff. So, let's talk about the pneumonia shot. I feel that any driver who's in my situation with a compromised immune system should definitely make an appointment with their doctor once the virus passes and everything gets done, and get their pneumonia shots and flu shots as well. The reason why is because these two conditions go around all the time, and they make people just as sick as the new bug that's going around. In fact, I'm thinking that the new bug may have a vaccine by September at the latest. And that's based off information that was discussed in a press conference with President Trump yesterday by way of the CEOs of certain medical companies, including the CEO of Johnson & Johnson, one of the biggest makers of vaccines worldwide. And they're beginning human clinical trials now, and they'll be able to verify by next flu season if it's effective or not. So I wish them luck on that, and hopefully we'll get through this and we'll have the vaccine by time all is said and done and everything just gets better. All right, on to one more thing. I'm just wearing a t-shirt, no cowboy hat today, because obviously what ticked that other dude on my channel off was the fact that I was wearing a cowboy hat at my video. Okay. Well, I want to say this. If you're going to make fun of me for wearing a cowboy hat, maybe you ought to try some of the stuff I have to do in an arena. Just saying. And not just the photography aspects either, but also go talk with the ropers. Go talk with the people who are actually doing the work. Because, quite frankly, these people who I work with when I'm doing a photo shoot are exceptionally skilled, and they learn from when they're young. There's a lot of girls participating in the sport of team roping also. And they're even more awesome than the guys who participate in the sport. Just saying. And there should not be any reference between me and John Wayne. I do want to say this, though. You need to go watch some of the other stuff that has been out and was released. And not just the stuff that you put on my channel. Because, quite frankly, I've got a lot of stuff to watch during quarantine. Which, by the way, for me just ended. But, or next time I'm home. And I'm not sure what you meant by trying to share all these films and stuff that had featured him and featured some other people that you had mentioned. And yeah, I blocked you from commenting as well, so if you could, maybe private message me the links to those videos. But don't and I mean don't, bring up any sort of race or gender issues. And if you do, you will be reported as a spammer. Until next time, let's make your best trip your next trip. And let's stay healthy, my friends. And let's all work together to stay calm out there on the roads. Especially for y'all in Florida who live near the state lines, as well as for those in Georgia, Alabama, etc. Because I have heard that they're pulling four-wheelers into the weigh station and checking them over to see where they've traveled and such. And same goes here in Texas as well. At the weigh stations and rest areas, they're saying, trucks on, cars off. Because of all the stuff that's going around. And they're actually checking cars to see where you've been. And I prefer that not be the case for very long. I'll catch y'all later. And y'all have yourselves a great rest of the week. I will not be producing another episode until at least Sunday. So bye for now.